Hi, this presentation discusses word knowledge and vocabulary acquisition, a critical issue in literacy achievement. In the Australian curriculum, students become literate as they develop the knowledge, skills and dispositions to interpret and use language confidently for learning and communicating in and out of school and for participating effectively in society. Through all the literature reviewed for this presentation, literature proficiency is consistently linked to enhanced social capabilities, empowerment, independence, and in essence, freedom. So what's the issue with words? The Australian curriculum believes that students should develop strategies and skills for acquiring a wide topic vocabulary in the learning areas and the capacity to spell the relevant words accurately. Secondary students are introduced to a range of new subject areas which present many unfamiliar words and interpretations. And in many specialised disciplines and academic contexts, technical and sub-technical words represent a large portion of any given anatomy of text. As an example, the McLaughlin and Parkinson article noted that while it was initially thought to be technical or more specialised vocabulary accounted for approximately 5% of words in most subject-specific texts, it was actually found to be closer to 40% when considering technical and sub-technical vocabulary. So let's look at literacy in business studies. The curriculum states that within the subject area of business, students need to learn to use specialised language and terminology of business when applying concepts to contemporary issues and events and communicating conclusions to a range of audiences. From a word knowledge perspective, students need to be able to comprehend, so understand new words and meanings, evaluate, apply new knowledge in context to analyse information, and communicate. Business communication as a function is not only to inform, but to persuade and generate preferred futures within a business context. Zariski makes an important assertion that subject-specific discourse can be considered as a language community, which through knowing rules and conventions, not only can members communicate, but can also challenge constraints in a way which is understood and accepted by other members. This is an important consideration when reflecting on diverse learners within the business studies realm and the possibilities for potential engagement or disengagement through isolation or exclusion based on one's ability to be considered part of the language community. So let's consider word knowledge and the diverse learner. Introducing subject-specific terminology can create additional barriers for diverse learners. Also, teachers must demonstrate knowledge and understanding of strategies for the differentiating teaching to meet specific learning needs of all students across a full range of abilities. So let's have a look at strategies for diverse learners. Firstly, collaboration between EALD teachers and mainstream teachers. Collaboration was found in the research for this project to be problematic and often ineffective. Reasons noted were difficulties in co-planning lessons, issue with merging specific content delivery through non-traditional teaching strategies implemented to suit EALD or low-level learners, and generally restricted hours on both EALD specialist teachers and mainstream teachers. The recommendations, however, were still strong in supporting a collaborative approach, and the problems seemed to be more site-specific, and it was encouraged that all schools work on managing their way to include a collaborative approach. Secondly, improved positive perceptions from teachers and home support for diverse learners was recommended. Overwhelmingly, the research considered for this project demonstrated negative perceptions surrounding inclusion of diverse learner needs within a specialised learning area, as well as minimal support from home. In EALD-specific classes, many specialised teachers are making connections with the student's family, including them in the learning process. It is strongly recommended that teachers of specialised teaching areas, such as business, include beneficial teaching strategies to engage with the broader community, including those of diverse learners. This may take the form of using project-based learning, where the design of a unit could be around a project that engages with those local community members. A final strategy to note is embracing the positivity of learning new language through practice. McLaughlin and Parkinson state that language is part of practice, and in practice people learn. Their theory is based on encouraging language-related episodes which interrupt learning for the sake of learning, ensuring that sufficient time is allocated to explore and investigate new terminology, as opposed to describing and continuing on past the opportunity. Examples of what this could look like in a classroom may be using questioning from the 4 resources model to explore new words when they arise. I hope this presentation has helped, and thank you for listening.